So since I moved my stuff into the back room, I've had an issue with echo. As you could tell by the sound quality, probably like right now, you can hear the echo in the room. And plus, I've been using a wired lav mic, which is not really the most conducive for moving around and doing things. So I started looking into a wireless lav mic set. And actually, I got a Facebook ad pop up for the newer CM28, I think it is. And in doing more research on that particular model, I came across this, the Fulaim X5, which is exactly the same thing. Even if you contact these companies, they'll tell you it's the same manufacturer. Me being me, I reached out to Fulaim just to see if they would be interested in a sponsor spotlight, but they said, we don't really need anybody for YouTube, but if you want to leave an Amazon review, then by all means go ahead. So full disclosure, I didn't really pay for this. But this is the Fulaim X5. The claim to fame is that it's got like a 600 and something foot range that you can connect the transmitter and receiver to. It's got active noise canceling, so hopefully it helps curtail some of the echo in the room, and also the fact that I have a squeaky hardwood floor below me. So I haven't taken this out of the box yet. I'm going to open it up and see how it works. And looking at the Fulaim website, you can see that they offer quite a bit of variety of different microphones for lavalier purpose, for booms. They offer kits for vloggers, things like that. So it does look like they have quite a product catalog. It's worth looking into if you're into this type of stuff. And actually, while we're talking about doing reviews, Fulaim doesn't even know that I'm doing this review. They just think that I'm leaving them some Amazon feedback. Thank you, Fulaim, for the wireless lav mic set, and let's see how it is. So right out of the gate, this is my lav mic on my shirt. I will disconnect the lav mic just so you can kind of get an idea. The camera itself has an onboard microphone that I'll show you right now. And the camera microphone is basically useless unless you're standing in front of the camera, and then you can hear me. I'm talking directly into the camera, so it wouldn't be so bad, but what you see is this. So for right now, I've got the lav mic still plugged in. I'm going to open this up. Fancy little box here. So inside the box, there's this little slip cover with the user manual inside. Underneath that, we've got the charging case. Comes with USB-C, a couple of USB-Cs. So in the bag, there's a USB-C data cable, camera cable for connecting it to camera input, and then another USB-C cable to charge the case. Getting the case out of the slippity-dippity condom there. We've got the charging case, and then inside the charging case there are some adapters for different camera setups. So if you wanted to attach this to your iPhone, if you wanted to attach it to an Android, and then in the middle we've got the receiver, and we've got two microphones. They're not labeled microphone 1 or microphone 2, but got two microphones. So these are cool because they've got shirt clips, but they've also got magnets. And the magnets can be used to hold the unit onto your shirt in different spots. And actually each of these spaces are magnetic, so they kind of snap into place, which is nice. So I'm going to hook this up to the camera, and when I come back, we'll see how it sounds. Okay, so I gave this thing a good once over and a stern talking to, but I will plug in the unit before I continue on and describe exactly what my findings were. So let me do that right now. I'm going to plug this in. Okay, so I've got the microphone plugged in. I've got it in my hand. I'm going to put it onto my shirt right now. I'll use the magnet because I don't have anything else to clip to. So now the microphone is on my shirt, and I'll use the other one just as an example to show what I found. And I don't read manuals, so what I did was I just kind of played around. So the way that this works, the blue shows you that it's got power. And if I talk into the other microphone, you could see. So they're both on right now. So if I hold the power button on this one, it turns off. And now I can't talk into it. But there's also a couple of different features on this via this set button right here. Now, on the set button, turn it back on. With the set button, when you press that the first time, you'll see that this blue light turns on. Now that blue light means that the active noise canceling is on. And then if you hold in the set button, it goes to red, which means that the unit is actually recording on the internal 4 gigabyte memory so that you don't lose any audio should you have a cutout into the camera. This will actually be a secondary recording unit. So hold that again, turns off. I could turn on the noise canceling and then hold it in. And now the blue light blinks, which means that it's in both active noise canceling and in recording. So now it's just in noise cancel. Now that's off. I'll turn this off. And now that's off. So right now I've got the microphone on where you don't have any active noise canceling, but the one thing that I did notice is that I've got my headphones plugged into the camera, which causes a very slight bit of latency, a small delay between when I speak and when I actually hear it back into my own ears, which is a little... But I found that if you plug the headphones into the receiver, there's actually a headphone jack on the receiver, the latency cuts down by a little bit. It's probably about half of what it is plugging into the camera. It's still not perfect, but it's way better. As far as the actual unit is concerned, there's a gain button, a power button, so you can control the gain going into from the microphone to the unit, and then a power button to turn it on and off. Right now I'm looking at my meter on the camera and it is pegging a little bit, so my gain's still a little bit hot. I've got it set to the middle, but it still seems like it's a little bit hot. So this is all without the active noise canceling. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to turn on the noise canceling and hopefully you'll be able to hear the difference. Okay, so now the noise canceling is turned on and I'm just speaking into the microphone as I would normally, and comparing to the wired mic, comparing to the microphone without any active noise canceling, I could hear it in the headphones. It's way better. It's more reduced. All the surrounding noise, all the ambient noise is actually filtered out very well. Speaking about the receiver, I don't know if I could show it because I've got it plugged in, but okay, so the receiver actually has a clip where you can fasten it to something, but it's also wide enough or the same size as the shoe on the camera, so you can slide it into the shoe. But the caveat to that is on the Sony Alpha 6700, you have to remove the eyepiece or else it gets in the way. And that is, of course, unless you design a quick riser adapter and 3D print it. So that's really the only major downside to having it strapped to there. But typically, if you're doing any kind of video, you're going to be looking through either the onboard screen or you're going to be looking through an external screen. So it's not that big of a deal to take off the eyepiece. You just got to make sure you don't lose the eyepiece. But the one thing that I did notice is that my pack didn't come with the external windscreens, the little furry cotton ball looking things. So I'm going to contact Fulaim and see what the story is with that. But otherwise, I'm very happy with the results that I'm receiving so far. I probably have to mess around with the location of the microphone. If I drop it down and turn the gain up a little bit, I might actually be able to kind of rectify the issue of if I move my head, you could see that it changes from left to right because I have it in the middle. So if I move where I'm speaking from, it doesn't pick up as well, but it does seem to pick up very good. I'm very happy with the results, especially from the active noise canceling on this setup. And I'm not just saying that because I got reimbursed for this unit. I am very pleased with the results. And that's why I wanted to make this video, because again, Fulaim doesn't know that I'm doing a YouTube video. They just know that I'm doing some kind of review for this unit. So if you're looking for a relatively inexpensive wireless microphone solution, I would definitely look into this Fulaim X5 because it is very versatile. It can be used on Android devices, iPhones, or cameras in my case. And these little doodads up here are supposed to be, let me see if I can, the little doodads in the lid are supposed to be UV treatment, where when you close the lid, it uses these ultraviolet diodes or whatever to disinfect this unit. I don't know how well it works. I'm not even going to do a bacteria swab to find out, but that is the claim to fame on this case. So again, look into the Fulaim X5. Thank you, Fulaim, for your generosity. And again, like I always say, if you like this kind of stuff, subscribe to the channel. It really helps out. So thank you for watching, and hey, we'll see you again soon. So if you're looking for a relatively inexpensive,